This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Demon Deacons will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So NC State's offense will go to work first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you, they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger, to get them going for this football game.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the... back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Handoff to Joyner. On the move at the 30. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. Firing deep. Out wide left, it's Davis. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Snags it over the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got him on the RPO. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Going with the ground game left. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games.
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Lost to throw again. Got it. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Bailey. They're all over him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Finds his target. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. Got to make the play on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Finds his man. It's Joyner. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Going to the run, it's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run with Joyner. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. 6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. It's Wiggins. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Wake Forest. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws it off the RPO. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Lewis. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On third down, here's Clinton Joyner. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Joyner. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in.
He's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side, it's Davis. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Breaks it. Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass. It's Lowry. Fires. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Scott. He's got enough. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Right back to the well. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. NC State now operating from the red zone. In the red area, it's Scott. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he coughs it up inside the 20.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running inside, it's Wiggins. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moves the pocket. It's Lowry. Swings it out to the flat. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Terry. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. NC State going up tempo. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th. Inside the 25. There he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Lowry. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Looking to throw again. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They want nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
On the ground, it's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Rush right in his face. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Crosses to 40. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here's a give to Joyner. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick give. It's Lewis. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Terry. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Off play action. Rushes on. Out wide, it's Hoffman. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiggins. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Right at the line. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hits inside. It's Wiggins. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On the move, it's Lewis. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Driven back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll give it to Joyner. At the 45 on its way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This offense has been teaching a master class on 4th down. Already 4 for 4, and they'll try it again. At the 20, he's got space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, NC State!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Caught. Sweet cut there. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking for a man. It's Lowry. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Complete downfield. Turning on the Jets. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly. They want to throw it. Look out. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got out of trouble and throws. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Wake calls a timeout, and they have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's gone. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Hand off to Joyner. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sells to fake. They're all over him. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened. Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the missed connection on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Here comes the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They'll need a bunch on second down. Drops back. It's Lowry. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for space, it's Scott. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.